Hi, I'm Sherry Damaris and welcome to Macro Magic. And today I have with me John Hadfield from the Clever Dog Training, his company. And John's here to show us some healthy dog treats that he's created for his dog, Reggie. So Reggie's going to help us in the kitchen today.
Right, Reg? You're a good boy. Look at your hat. It's coming off.
So John, tell me how you got started in working with dogs.
Well, I've been a dog trainer for 8 years, and I attended the Karen Pryor Academy for Animal Behavior and Training. And this is my dog, Reggie, and he's an Akita, and he's 10 years old now. So that's why his hat's a little bit crooked. But we're going to make some treats today with sardines, eggs, and
Graham crackers.
graham crackers. Where'd the graham crackers go?
Right here.
Oh, there they are. They're behind me. So the cinnamon graham crackers, and cinnamon actually has anti-inflammatory tendencies.
Yeah, really nice. We use it in tea all the time. And
So should we get
products.
started?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to mix everything up first. Now you need to kind of crush these. I don't know the best way to do this, so if you have a hammer, this works. So we're going to put these in the blender first.
Now, is this the first time Reggie's had these as a treat? Or
Oh, no, Reggie loves these. These are the best.
He?
Yeah.
I think he's smelling them in the studio already.
I know. Can you tell me something good about sardines?
Yeah, sardines have a tremendous amount of B12, which is important for everyone because we don't grow our vegetables anymore in soil and they're not dirty anymore, and that's where B12 lives. So for dogs especially, this is a wonderful treat.
I also understand they're fairly good swimmers. So the next thing we're going to do is let's put the eggs in next. What the heck? We're going to put the dry stuff in first because we're going to mix that up. But then we've got 3 eggs. What do you think? A little juggling here? So, that's why we brought paper towels. So we're going to mix these up. Do you ever try to break an egg with one hand?
Oh, very clever.
Thank you.
I know that you, before you were a dog trainer, you went to clown school.
Oh, well, the Ringling Brothers Clown College, and I traveled in a circus for a few years. And I actually had a chance to work with 2 dogs, 2 monkeys, a bird, a miniature horse, and a bear. So, you're being a good boy. So, let's see what's, the sardines. You already helped me with this.
So this is really simple, like even kids can make this treat.
Oh yeah, kids can do this. Sarah, you know the best way to catch a sardine?
How?
That wasn't it.
So
do you want me to grab that?
No.
Well, we need it.
Oh, okay. So you put 2 cans of sardines in with crumbled or hammered graham crackers.
Yeah, we've got the graham crackers, we've got the sardines, we've got the 3 eggs. We finish this off here. Now, when you mix this up, you're gonna wanna put a fork in there to push it down. Don't do it. I did it one time and I ended up with sardines all over the ceiling. It was a mess. My house smelled like these delicious treats for a long time. So, we're gonna mix this up.
And this is the blended.
Oh, so we already have this all blended up. We don't even have to turn on the blender and make the fake blender noise. So,
You spray it with.
we're going to spray it with Pam. Have to be careful not to use too much of
olive
this.
oil if you don't have a pan.
Yeah. This is always good. You can use this for a lot of different things. Oh, should we let Reggie get the spatula?
I don't know. Is he ready to get the spatula?
I don't know. Is the camera ready for Reggie to get the spatula? Reggie looks like he's ready to get the spatula. Ready? Okay. Go find it. Hey. Good job. Close it. Go ahead, close it. Hey, close it. All right. Thank you. Good job. Come here. Jump up. All right, now we're going to smooth this out. Come on up so you can get your treat. Jump. Come on. Good boy. Ah, so now we're going to smooth this out with the spatula. First we have to glop it on. Yeah. Where's my hammer when I need it? All right. Looking good.
It's smelling like sardines.
Oh, it smells delicious. Sherry. Sherry, do you know why we don't put peanut butter in the sardine treats?
Why?
It goes in the jellyfish treats.
Oh, the jellyfish treats. They sound it. You'll have to come
Peanut
back
butter.
and show us another treat.
Peanut butter and jellyfish. Hang on. We smooth this out. Hey, can you take this over for a second and I'll get
Sure.
Reggie back up on the table? Hey, come here.
So really simple treats. And
Go, 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 go.
Reggie is smelling
There you
them in
go.
the studio.
Here, we need to get back on here. It's okay. Oh, whoa, stop. You're grumbling. Get on. Oh, you're a good boy. I know.
Good.
Oh, that looks delicious, Sherry.
So the Clever Dog, what do you do in your company, and what sort of services do you offer?
Well, we do basic manners. We do behavior modification. I get all kinds of calls. I had a call from a couple whose large boxer mix was jumping up on the dining room table, and they needed to stop that. But what we do with Clever Dog, and the way that the new dog training works, is it's all positive. So we teach the dogs to become active learners. They become active learners. So instead of like in the old style, the dog would just sit there and wait to be told what to do, and would be punished if it did something wrong. We have the dogs actually thinking and learning all the time. So we create happy thinking dogs. Wouldn't you rather have a happy thinking dog? Because it's so much fun when you're looking at a dog thinking, I wonder what he's thinking. And at one point the dog's looking at you going, I wonder what she's thinking. And when you make that connection, it's just amazing. It's really a lot of fun. So it's fun because you get to see how your dogs think and learn. Boy, this looks delicious already, and it's not
so
even in the
nice.
oven.
I know.
Would you like
it's
to
so
taste some of the raw
nice.
batter?
No, thanks.
Okay. Well, we'll taste it maybe after we're done. We're going to slip this into the oven.
Great.
Here, you want to taste it? Get a thumbs up. Oh, I forgot, he has no thumbs. All right, should we put this in the oven?
Sure, I'll put it in the oven for you.
Hey.
So you've been a circus clown, you've learned Russian, you worked in the White House,
Everything
and now
Russian.
this is your new business.
Yes, it is.
And what areas do you cover?
I cover Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland, and Delaware.
So people
Reggie,
can
come
call you up and you come to their house?
Yes, I do in-home private training, and it's worked out really well. We've worked in people's backyards, and at times you have to work in the house. I mean, even with COVID, we wear the masks and we say socially distanced, but sometimes there are problems that have to be worked on in the house, like when dogs are throwing themselves at the doors and windows when visitors arrive. So we teach the dogs to politely greet people when they come to the house. By teaching them an alternate behavior. Hey, Reg, come here.
Like Reggie's doing right now.
Reggie, come here. So we teach the dogs to sit politely when people come in. We teach the dogs rather than running out of the house, to sit politely and wait till you open the door and invite them out.
Mm-hmm. Like he learned how to get the spatula out of the cabinet.
Well, that's a specialty trick. I mean, if you need your dog to go to the refrigerator and get you a cold drink, we can work on that. Advanced tricks, behavior mod, and basic manners.
Very nice. So what other dog treats do you make for dogs besides the sardine treat?
Well, the favorite was always pork chops, until one day somebody brought a pig in to be trained, and I thought, can't do that. That's not even right. So we started using the sardine treats, which are, as you know, delicious.
And oftentimes what I find is when you go to pet stores, like they have all the decorated cookies and lots of sugar, and then I think dogs actually get sick from those because it's too much human food. It's too much like chemicals and sweeteners and things like that.
Well, the new dog treats that they make like that they're baking really don't have sugar. They're made for dogs. because I have a friend that's making dog treats for some of the pet stores and some of the bakeries, actually.
Oh, good.
And yeah, they're really taking that into consideration and working on that for dogs. So,
Any other tips you want to give viewers about caring for their animals and their dogs and what to feed them?
well, a lot of the pet stores will be able to tell you the best dog food for the pets. Treat-wise, because I work with dogs all the time, I tend to make my own treats. So I usually cruise the grocery store Sunday nights when everything's like on sale, and you can find the pork chops for $1.99 a pound, or, you know, it's something that wow, what would my dog like? And I find things that I think that he would find irresistible to work, because we really want to reinforce the dogs for doing the right thing. And with the proper reinforcement, you can get your dog to do almost anything because they want to do it.
That's so nice. And we have some photos of you training dogs. And you've worked with all kinds of dogs, right?
Oh yeah, from small to big. In fact, I have one this week that's a South African Boerbel, which is like a big Mastiff. And haven't met her yet, but looking forward to it.
Have you ever had any problems with the dogs as we're trying to get Reggie back on?
No, we've been pretty lucky. I always keep a couple layers of protection. I've got to make sure the dog's on the leash when I arrive, and I always have like a notebook just to keep between me and the bitey end if something happens.
Oh, great. Well, we're going to break for commercial, and when we come back, we're going to get our dog treats out of the oven, cut them up for Reggie, and talk more about your business.
Yeah, and you're going to actually sample some of the treats, aren't you?
I don't know.
I double dog dare you.
Hold on, wait for the treat.
It's okay.
Sit. Wait. Okay. Okay.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Why buy local? When you shop with local businesses, you're spending your money on more than just the item you're buying. You're adding a building block to your neighborhood. It starts with a single purchase, maybe a cup of coffee, groceries from a local co-op, or even a shiny new bicycle from one of the nearly 28 million small businesses nationwide. Your money doesn't stay in the till for long though. Local business owners use the money to create a lot of economic activity in your neighborhood, like buying from suppliers, many of whom are also local businesses. Paying taxes to the city, which builds and maintains the infrastructure we all rely on. Employing local workers, contributing to 65% of the net new jobs each year. Add this all together and you've got a recipe for a happier, healthier, more connected neighborhood. Now that's an investment worth making.
Hi, I'm Sherry Damaris, and welcome back to Macro Magic. Today we have John Hadfield from the Clever Dog Training. He is with his dog Reggie, and we have just made Valentine treats for him.
We have, and the Valentine Day treats are the sardine treats, the famous sardine treats, and we're going to cut some out with our little heart-shaped cookie cutters, so we have heart-shaped Valentine's Day themed treats.
So,
are you ready for this?
This was the dough that we put in the oven. How long do you bake it for?
20 minutes.
Okay,
20
what
minutes.
degrees?
You can do at 375. You can do 25, but it gets a little bit crunchy on the edges, and I think that you should do 20. So actually, we're gonna cut some of these out here. Let me see. I think we need to. I don't know how this works.
And we can tell Reggie's really wanting to eat them.
Yeah. Reggie's hungry for these, so.
Really simple ingredients. It was sardines, crumbled up graham crackers, or you can smash them with a hammer, eggs, and that was it,
great.
right?
They're coming out super.
Yeah.
Should we see what Reggie says? Hey, Reg, look what we have. Your favorite. I think he likes it. What do you think, Sherry? You gonna go for it?
I think I'm going to fast.
Here, just hold one here.
All right.
I triple dog dare you. Go ahead. I will if you do. You ready? 1, 2, 3. They're delicious.
I'm not a big sardine fan. Well,
You faked it.
John,
You faked it. You didn't even. Oh man!
I made these chocolate
No, they're
treats
delicious, really.
during break, and they're just
really good.
melted chocolate chips and peanut butter and a little maple syrup. You can chase your sardine treat down with the chocolate ones.
Thank you. Are you going to eat one of these, or is this a trap?
These are really good. So tell me more about
Oh, sure. What's
Clever.
my mouthful? Tell you more about.
Clever Dog Trainer.
What? I've got dog hair.
Does Reggie come with you on your visits?
Well, actually, Reggie's my demo dog when I do the classes. I teach classes. These are delicious. Teach classes on Monday and Fridays at the Academy of Dog Training and Agility down in Newark, Delaware. And Reggie's my demo dog for a lot of the classes we do. He's been working with me for a long time. So when I do in-homes, of course, I don't take them along because, I mean, we're in somebody's house or in their backyard, so it's just easier to demonstrate with the person's dog. But like I said, we teach polite greetings. We have teach just basic behaviors and mostly focus behaviors, so the dogs can learn to focus on the owners and really enjoy the training with recalls, coming when called, greeting guests, waiting at the door and not running out the door, and just.
So how many lessons or how many sessions and how long are the sessions that people need to sign up for?
Well, they can take a session at a time, or they can book a group of 4 sessions and save some money. But usually we can take care of most of the issues in 4 sessions, and sometimes even less. I mean, even 1 or 2. Depends. I mean, there's one guy who wanted his dog to run on a treadmill beside him running on his treadmill. No, it was really good. It's amazing. And they're doing really well after 2 sessions. He's walking on the treadmill and the dog's kind of jogging along beside him on his own treadmill.
Is it better to train these dogs when they're puppies so they learn these things, or can you take an elderly dog and train them?
It's never too late. It's good to start out when they're young just because they get used to, they just get used to thinking. They become thinking, happy dogs. You know, the old style, as I said, was just to tell the dog what to do, and the dog would sit and wait to be told what to do, and was afraid to do something wrong for fear of being punished. But we don't even really use the punishment. We keep everything positive. Force-free training.
Are there certain breeds of dogs that are more difficult to train?
You know, you might think so, but there are dogs that learn differently. So certain breeds of dogs learn differently. So you have to kind of watch them and figure out how they think, and take an approach to that dog where you keep them kind of focused and happy. Attention spans are always different, and so we keep the little sessions short, and then we reward the dogs in between, or let them go out and take a sniff break, or just a bathroom break, just so they can relax and kind of. Dogs usually, when you train them for 5 to 7 minutes at a time, just to give them a break in between. And but when you're hired to come in for an hour, you have to keep things moving.
Oh, interesting. And I've had so many friends that have difficult dogs, like dogs that always like chew on things and eat markers and just have like, I don't know if it's some behavior that they picked up or if it's just some thing that some puppies learn really quickly and some puppies don't.
Well, a lot of dogs are just bored. They're not bred to be house pets. They're bred to be out chasing cattle or sheep. So they have all this energy that just has to be channeled, and they need jobs to do. They really need activities and jobs. So we find them little games to play, and some activities that are more positive that keep them out of trouble. Proper things to chew on.
Oh, nice.
different ways to release energy.
And so what is your background? How did you learn how to do all these?
Well, Reggie was born with his knee turned out, his foot turned out in a litter of show dogs, so I kind of rescued him. And so he spent the first 10 months of his life in a pen in my living room because he couldn't run and play with the other dogs because he couldn't get the surgery until his growth plates had finished. Oh. So I was taking him to the Academy of Dog Training to swim, to build up the muscles around his knees, and one day he got away from me and he knocked some old lady down and he pinned her German Shepherd to the floor, and I thought, I've got to get this dog trained or I'm going to lose him. So I enrolled him in one of the classes there and he did really well. I enrolled him in another class and he was really smart, so I started help teaching the classes. I found out if I helped teach the class, he could swim for free.
Wow.
So I started helping teach the classes, and I liked it so much that I decided to go to dog trainer school and become a dog trainer. And that was 8 years ago. So I've been teaching classes and doing lessons there ever since. And when COVID hit, I decided to start my own business doing private in-home training. And it's worked out really well.
And you also come from a background where you went to clown school and some acting you've done in your past, and then also running theater workshops for elementary school kids.
I have, yeah.
Science.
Yeah, I do. I was an entertainer doing a comedy show with this guy until all the venues closed. Mm-hmm. And but I did a comedy educational science program in the schools and did the comedy show with Reggie at libraries. And I had a special show that I did for seniors at the assisted living homes and the nursing homes and adult days and senior centers. So he was always a hit. And then he'd go out and do a little meet and greet afterwards.
So nice. Seniors love dogs.
Oh.
They love to be visited
He was
by
a big
dogs,
hit.
especially well-trained dogs.
Yeah.
So when you come to the house and you work with these dogs, you come with a lot of experience, a lot of background knowledge about how dogs think and how they behave, what's good to feed them. How can people get in touch with you if they want to set up a training session for their dog?
Well, thecleverdog.net is my website, thecleverdog.net. And you can email me at john@thecleverdog.net and find me there. And like I said, we cover Delaware, Maryland, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania.
And you also, which is really nice, you put videos, I've been on your website, you put videos up so people can see what you're actually training these dogs to do and how easy it is.
Yeah, and some of the problems that dogs have and how we've resolved those problems using positive reinforcement and just kind of force-free behavior, force-free training, where the dogs enjoy the learning. And the exercises that I give the people to practice, the homework, are like little games that the dog gets to play and gets a chance to win every time. So it's fun for the dog and it's fun for the owner.
Kids must love this.
Oh, the kids are so fun.
They
when they're
must love working
with
with you and having their dog trained.
Yeah, I like working with kids and dogs especially, but there are a lot of dog trainers that are kind of like dog people, and they go, I get along better with dogs than I do with people, but it's the people you're working with. It really is. It's the people that you're working with and the people that you're training.
So the people training who are working with the dogs. What age should they wait for their dog to be trained?
You can start early with clicker training, with positive training. You can start, at 12 to 14 weeks, but it's always good to have, but if you're going to go to a class, of course, make sure the dog's had all its inoculations and its vaccinations before you get the dog in a group class. But, you can start early with the private training.
Mm-hmm. Great. And John, what people can reach you through the website? Can they just call you for questions? Say they have a question about their dog, or a nutrition question or a behavior question. Can they just email you?
Sure, they can email me, john@thecleverdog.net, or 800-672-7274 is my number.
Great. Well, it was so nice to have you on the show. We're going to end the show with feeding some more dog treats to Reggie, celebrating Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Go ahead, you can eat that. A double, triple dog dare you. Go ahead, just take a bite. That's not it. Oh, Sherry.
I'll save mine for Reggie.
Okay. He'd love that. I think he's taking a nap.
Well, happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And make sure to join us on our next episode of Macro Magic.